Good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to feature the newly launched 2021 Nissan Navara facelift. So it's been a while since Nissan brought in the Nissan Navara because this is based on the Navara that is launched back in 2015. So let's talk about the specification of the Nissan Navara facelift. So there are a total of 6 variants of the Nissan Navara on sale in Malaysia. Okay, now let's check out the engine bay for the newly facelifted Nissan Navara. So there are 2 engine outputs for this 2.5 liter turbo diesel. One is for the base variant, you only get 163 horsepower and 403 Newton meters of torque. But for the higher spec, for the Pro-4x variant, it produces 190 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque. So transmission is paired to a 7-speed automatic transmission, whereas for the base variant is paired to a 6-speed manual transmission. Alright, so now let's check out the exterior of this 2021 Nissan Navara Pro-4x, which is the full spec variant. So for the full spec variant, you will expect you get a lot of bells and whistles into the car. So let's start with this rather interesting grey color paint job. I personally feel that this paint job is rather unique and it's different from other pickup trucks on sale in Malaysia. There's also a bright red which makes the Navara look more rugged and more aggressive. Okay, so this is the headlight for the Nissan Navara Pro-4x variant. So you get the quad LED projected headlights together with the LED daytime running light. So this is the similar headlight cluster as you found in the Nissan Titan. To me, this headlight design looks pretty nice. As you can see, the detailings of each LED projector looks pretty futuristic. And it's finished in full LED, but the signal right here is still finished in bulb. So this upper part of the LED projector is actually a high beam. So for the Pro-4x variant, you get the LED fog lights together with some black color vents to make the whole front look pretty rugged and pretty sporty. So, exclusive to the Pro-4x variant, you get a different Nissan badge, which is the Nissan badge of the Pro-4x. It's finished in the combination of gloss black and an orange color logo. Instead, for the VL variant, this part right here is finished in chrome and the logo right here is also finished in chrome. And for the Pro-4x, as you can see, you get the matte grey finishing for the front grille together with the Navara wording. Looks pretty rugged. And down here, this part right here is finished in an orange color. Instead, for the VL, it's finished in a silver color. And this under bumper right here looks pretty rugged. And the approach angle of the Nissan Navara are pretty good as well. So when you're going through off-road, this should not be a problem. So right here for the side fenders is finished in a plastic cladding because this being a pickup truck, of course you're gonna bring into off-road or some construction site. This plastic cladding right here is meant to be protect your car paint from scratching. And right here you get the orange detailing. It's given that it's a full spec Pro-4x, but you get a slightly smaller rim compared to the VR spec, which is the one variant below of the Pro-4x. So you get a set of 17-inch gloss black rim, which is measured in 255, 65, 17-inch. Instead, for the VL spec, you get the 18-inch dual-tone rims. Smaller tire means the tire replacement cost will be cheaper. And right here you get your front disc brake, but the rear still using drum brakes. So this is the side profile of the Nissan Navara Pro-4x variant. So for the Pro-4x variant, basically you get some gloss black parts together with some orange mixture. Take this side mirror and door handle as example. It's finished in a gloss black as compared to the VL spec, which uses a chrome garnishing. And right here, the Pro-4x variant is equipped with a 360-degree camera together with the blind spot monitoring. And the Pro-4x and the VL spec also pair with the Nissan Intelligent Mobility As you can see, you get a radar sensor in front. But the Navara does not come with the adaptive cruise control like you would in the Nissan X-Trail. It still uses the pretty normal cruise control settings. And right here you get the plastic side steps. And this fuel cap right here is a one-touch action, which you found in most European cars, which are pretty convenient. You don't need to pull the one lever inside the driver's seat to be able to open the fuel cap. So one thing reminds you that this is the full spec Pro-4x. As you can see, you get a sticker right here, which reminds you are driving a full spec of the Navara. So for the rear, the facelifted Navara has improved in the truck bed because this is slightly raised compared to the pre-facelift which is launched back in 2015. And one unique selling point of the Nissan Navara is most pickup trucks on sale in Malaysia uses a leaf spring. Instead, only the Navara is the only pickup truck in Malaysia which uses a multi-link setup. So it gives you a more comfortable ride and driving experience. And exclusive to the Pro-4x also, you get a gloss black roof rail. So here's the tail light cluster. Now it's finished in LED with a C-shaped illumination with a 3D effect. So it kind of makes the rear look more futuristic and more modern. Right here you get a rather spoiler kind of design together with the reverse camera. And you get a black Nissan badge right here, as well as the Navara wording. It will be cool when this Navara wording is finished in black. And this, you also get a step to give you easy access to the truck bed. And inside you also get this kind of hook to hook your motocross or your jet ski, motorboat kind of stuff. And the truck bed itself is rather huge. So you can basically load a lot of stuff inside. And as you can see, it does not come with the sports bar, because the sports bar right here is an optional accessory for all variants of the Nissan Navara. So they are not standard accessory, and this tailgate right here is rather light, so it gives you a convenience to close it in less effort. Okay, now let's check inside the interior of the Nissan Navara Pro-4x variant. So here's the key fob. Your typical Nissan key fob as you found in the Nissan Serena, Nissan Almera, Nissan X-Trail, so and so forth. And you press this button to lock. You press to lock, and you press again to unlock. So these are not the sensor type keyless entry. You need to press this button to lock or unlock the car. The keyless entry also available for both front doors. So you get a side step right here to get inside the car. So now let's check out the door cut first. So the door cut, this being a Pro-4x variant, as you can see, you get the interior combination finish all in black color. So let's start from the doors. You get matte black door handles, and this part right here is wrapped in a rather plush leather together with some white stitching. And down here you get a rather big storage pockets to store your stuff. And you get a side mirror foldings, central locking, automatic window in both directions for the driver's side. And right here, this is your traction control off. This is to adjust your meter brightness. This is to reset your trip. And there are a few blank buttons which I don't know what's the purpose. And one thing the Nissan Navara loses compared to the pre-facelift is you no longer get the retractable cup holders as you found in the pre-facelift Nissan Navara. So one more new feature being offered in the Nissan Navara is a new set of steering wheel, but they are not finished in flat bottom as you found in the Nissan Almera, Nissan Serena, as well as the Nissan X-Trail. And the logo right here, exclusive to the Pro-4x, you get the black Nissan badge. So let's enter accessory mode to show you the meter cluster. This is your cruise control setting, but it does not come with the adaptive cruise control with stop and go function. So these are the newly revised meter for the Nissan Navara. It's a mixture of analog and a 7-inch multi-information display. So you control via these buttons right here. Right here, as you can see, you get your front collision warning, lane departure warning, blind spot warning. So there are a few settings you can set: driver assistant, eco mode setting, clock, vehicle settings, maintenance, customized display, unit language, as well as the factory resets. And this is to show your current media. This is your current trip, average fuel consumption. This is your speedometer, digital. And these are your range as well as the car mileage. So the overall dashboard quality, all are finished in hard plastic, but it's totally fine considering this is a pickup truck. These are all quality hard plastic, and this car does come with 6 speakers. And right here does not get any grip handle, but the passenger side does have. So right here you get the 8-inch infotainment display, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and does have a 360-degree camera. But the resolution itself is rather decent. So you scroll it back, your menu. So the response of the 8-inch touchscreen is rather alright. This is your FM, Bluetooth audio, aux jack, and your settings. So for the climate control settings, you get a dual zone climate controls. This is to control your fan speed. This is to control your fan speed. This is to control your temperature, inside and out air circulation, front and rear defrost, air conditioning, dual. And right here, as you can see, you get the 4-wheel drive mode settings. Now we are currently in a rear-wheel drive setting. You push it to enter high-speed 4-wheel drive for highway driving, and you push it to enter 4-low for some spiritual off-road experience. And this is to turn on the rear lock differential, hill descent control, front parking sensors, and a 12-volt socket. And the glove box right here does not have the dampers, so when you open it, it drops down quite immediately. And right here, this is the 7-speed automatic transmission you found in Nissan Navara. So this console right here does not differ much compared to the pre-facelift model. You still have some chrome accents. And when you put into D, you push to the left, you can enter manual mode. But the Navara does not come with a pedal shifter. So you get a rather big storage space right here. 1 USB port, aux jack, some pockets, you can store your phones at the sides. And here you have 3 blank buttons. I suppose you can add on some LED lights for the roof when you go to some night off-roading experience. 2 rather big and deep cup holders, and manual handbrake. And exclusive to the Pro-4x, as you can see, you get the pretty nice Nissan Zero Gravity leather seats together with some patterns as well as a Pro-4x stitching, which looks pretty nice. And right here you get a central armrest, rather shallow central armrest, but it do get a USB-C port, USB port, as well as a 12-volt socket. And it does make the hole to let the cable run through. So this is all about the feature of the Nissan Navara Pro-4x. So now let's check out the back seats. So let me adjust. And one thing, do note that the steering wheel adjustment for the Navara is only tilt but not telescopic. And the seats for the Pro-4x are finished in manual adjustment. Instead, the one variant below this Pro-4x, the VL, does get 8-way adjustable electronic seats. So now let's check out the rear seats. Pretty solid doors, as you can see. So now let's get to the rear seats. So the doors opening for the Nissan Navara for the rear seats is rather wide, so it gives you an easy access inside the car. And the whole interior room is rather tall, so you can basically just step inside without any problems. So right here you still get some leather wrap finishing together with some white stitching, black door handles, as well as some storage space. And one thing as you notice when you see inside the rear seats of the Nissan Navara is actually sit quite upright compared to the front seat, and you does not get any seat pocket for the front seat back, but you do get a rear aircon vents, which is a good feature considering Malaysia is quite hot. Right here you do get a USB port and some storage space. So the seat back of the Nissan Navara, as you expect in any pickup truck, you sit rather upright, but the overall leg room is pretty spacious, but the seat bench itself is rather short length because they need to provide you a rather spacious leg room. So you do get a central armrest together with 2 cup holders. So overall it's not too bad sitting at the rear, and as you can see you get side airbags. So total for the Nissan Navara V, VL and Pro-4x does get 6 airbags, ABS, EBD. The VL and the Pro-4x does get the Nissan Intelligent Mobility, includes rear cross traffic alert, autonomous emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, so and so forth. And you do get a dimming light right here, and got a sunglass holder. And the grip handle right here is not retractable, it's a fixed grip handle. Solid doors once again. So this is all about the 2021 Nissan Navara Pro-4x variant. Later I will be featuring the VL spec of the Nissan Navara, so stay tuned for that. So if you like my videos, be sure to subscribe, like and share if you like my Walkaround series. I will see you in my next video. Cheers.